Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I just thought I'd come on and go live, see if anybody's around. This weather, I can't take it. I can't take this weather anymore. It's killing me. How is it that I got a thumbs up? Hey, Wilby, how are you? I am just fed up. Hello, Carla Marie, how are you? I am disgusted with the weather here. I got to figure out a way to bring this over here because my back can't sit up straight unless I'm leaning against something. Hello, English blog. How are you? Glad to have you. I don't know. I live in New Jersey, and I know it's not just New Jersey, but we have been getting pounded by rain and thunderstorms. It's been like monsoon season here. My dress is all stretched out. Middle of the night, dog wakes up. We hear this heart, like really, like it's like a loud thunder, but you can tell it's in the distance. I have a hound. My hound gets up at 2 a.m. and she thinks that she can charge at the storm. She thinks she can catch it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So at 2 a.m., she heard the thunder. She came darting downstairs. I'm like, I'm going to kill this dog. She doesn't listen to me as much as she listens to my husband. I'm like, please go get her. Please go get her. Yes, Tanglish, I absolutely remember you, and I have also subscribed to you as well. Um, I just wanted to come on and say hi, and I'm also excited because these came. I don't know if you can tell, 80s and 90s. Uh, so I'm going to try what trivia is going to be like on YouTube. I don't know if that's successful or not. I don't know if people do trivia that often. I gotta figure out a more comfortable way of doing this. I'm like, why didn't I find a more comfortable way before I did this? Um, so yeah, I want to start doing some fun stuff, and they got a lot of fun stuff. Let me just look over here in the chat and say hi to everybody. Hello, Jenny Hart. How are you? Welcome. Hello, Mandy. How are you today? Kendra B. Welcome. Hello, Katie. Katie. I always get that wrong. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. This channel's been really doing well. I mean, I've been enjoying this so much because literally what I used to do was pretty much do what needed to be done around the house and then wait for my kids to come home. That's a long day. Now, tomorrow's their last day of school for the summer. It's going to be hard for me to go live because they're going to be everywhere. But I'm going to be doing lots of videos because I'm going to be sitting at a pool every morning. So I can do videos from there because I don't have 1,000 yet. So I can use my phone. I'm looking forward to that. Where I can go live on my phone. I can do more things on my phone than I can my computer. Although the computer, you can access more stuff. But I can handle an iPhone XR much better than I can handle a laptop. So has anybody, hello, Whiskey Gypsy, how are you? Please hold. You are using wooden poles. Please hold. Oh, yay. I'm not sure. I don't know. I need to start a schedule. If I'm really going to do this, I can't be all willy-nilly about this anymore. I figured I'd be willy-nilly until, people really started coming in, and people have, and I really appreciate that. Like, that's unbelievable. I didn't think people would be that interested in listening to someone who has like so much pain going on and kind of like depressing crap, because that's me. I'm going to move over this way. I hope y'all don't mind because the back is sucks. Very sucks today. But yesterday I went for my first new infusion for my ankylosing, and they realized my veins are so bad that I got to get a port. I'm actually all for that because I don't know if you can see this, but like I am beaten up, bruised beyond belief from IVs because they can't ever get a vein. Even like anesthesiologists, which that's what they do. I can't. I can't do it. So I went to go get my infusion yesterday. It took them 5 times to find a vein. Like I said to them, I don't care what it takes. I need to get this first dose of infusion into me. So it took 5, and we finally got it like right here. And I like didn't move for an hour. Like, but I felt bad because the women who were working there just felt bad because they kept stabbing me and stabbing me. I'm like, I don't care. Get it in. I don't care. And they said, yes. Good morning to everyone who I have missed yet. If I have missed you, I'm so sorry. I'm looking through the chat right now. Yes, please, if you haven't checked out Whiskey Gypsy, please do so. She has a really funny, fun gossip site. It's hello, Ellen. How are you? I'm so sorry. These 8:00 Wednesday night things are getting earlier and earlier for me because the kids are out of school. So everyone's still running around at 8:00 when that wasn't the case anymore. So I'm not going to be as good a moderator as I wanted to be on Paul's channel. I mean, I'll still be there. I'm sure there's going to be days that they're not going to want to bother with me or we're not going to be out. So it's just that the summer is crazy and I'm all congested. This weather is just killing me. This weather's killing everybody. Oh, Jenny, you will not be sorry that you subbed Whiskey Gypsy. She is hilarious. You will enjoy her. Even if you don't know the people that she's talking about, it's just funny comments and just what drama sometimes is like on YouTube. But, okay, I think I might have missed this last night. I don't know if anybody in here follows Molly Golightly or Pink Lady Luck. I follow both. I woke up at some point and I woke up to where Pink Lady Luck and Molly Golightly have made up. Yay! Less drama. I mean, from what I seen, I don't know behind the story or anything, but they really didn't like each other. Like, really didn't like each other. And I don't know how you can figure out whether or not you like somebody by someone going on a camera. Now, I like to think I myself when I'm on here, but it's not necessarily the person you are in everyday life. It's just stuff that you decide to cover. Now, if you start bashing people, then people are going to come after you. I'm not for that whatsoever because to me, it's a form of bullying, and I just don't want to do that. I'm not a bully, never been a bully, and I won't be a bully. But I have something really awesome planned for next week. And I think most of you may know about this. I know I've talked about this before. I have a concert that I am going to that thankfully everything stays fine. We are going to see New Kids on the Block. No offense, I was not a New Kids fan when growing up. I wasn't. So New Kids on the Block, Salt-N-Pepa, Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, and Naughty by Nature. Can you say grade school and high school relived? And I've seen some of these concerts. Like they keep showing like the mixtape tour, like out and showing you how everybody, who's out there, who's doing it. And all you see is women 40 plus. I'm like, this is going to be one hormonal show. I'm not used to I was never the pop person, but I loved Tiffany growing up. I loved pop when I was little. And I like pop now. Oh my God. I just discovered Billie Eilish. I love her. I kind of feel like I shouldn't because I'm a mom and she's like gothic and stuff, but I love her. I think her Bad Guy song is awesome. Love it, love it. Let me check here and say hi to everybody. Loved New Kids. See, I didn't love New Kids. I actually used to own a shirt that said New Kids suck. I bought it in Wildwood, and my parents weren't with me. And so I was with my friend's mother, and she's like, oh, and she didn't know I bought it. She's like, your mother's going to kill me. I was like, no, she's not. My mom's like, yeah, you're wearing that just to bed. Just to bed. I'm like, okay. I loved that shirt. Oh, Whiskey, the concert is at the Wells Fargo Center in Philly, Thursday. So me and some of my high school pals we are so excited. And I'm going to totally record whatever I can and make a video out of it. Not, I'm not going to go live and do that kind of stuff. Well, don't have 1,000 people. But I will definitely edit it to make it out to be the best I can be. And the funny thing is, none of my friends know that I even do YouTube. No, none of them have one clue that I started doing this. So that's going to be their introduction. Hi, I'm doing a channel and you're going to be on it. And my one friend, got to give her a beer, probably 2. And she said she's not drinking. I don't know about that. But I just have a feeling like it's just going to make us feel like grade school again. And I better have some good medication ready to go. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Oh, Bell, because she read it. What's wrong is this weather, this freaking weather. I thought maybe the umbrella might have gotten you with that. It's killing my back. It's keeping us up at night. Literally, oh my God, I keep saying the literally now. I went down last night. I already said that the dog went nuts at 2:00, and then we heard another downpour. My husband and I were up every 2 hours. We're like, you've got to be kidding us. The rain down in Gloucester Township, New Jersey, this guy was just on the news. Some British guy who lives in down in Gloucester. His whole wooden floor is gone from the rain. It was up to like the middle of his door that they showed, and then the water got so thick inside, it bust out the door completely and broke his whole everything. And my parents just went through something like this a couple of weeks ago when we were having those crazy tornado warnings. We don't get tornado warnings here in this area. It's a very rare thing, and we have been getting them left and right, and we don't know what to do with it. We're like, I'm terrified. I'm so glad that you're here, Mel. Let me say hi to everybody. Kendra B, I know I said hi to you, but I'm glad you're here. Trigga Trey 15th. Hola, how are you? Welcome. I don't think I've seen you before. Shash Turner, I just my eyes are not the best, and I decided like a half hour ago, like my back was really bothering me, so I'm like, oh, I think I'll take some muscle relaxers, and now I'm like pushing myself going through this. Hello, new technology. Carla Mallory, thank you for being an awesome moderator. And Mel, you are awesome as well. I'm glad that you're awake and up and doing stuff. That's the word of the day. Carla is one of the best moderators I have, for sure. She is awesome. Thank you, sweetie. Just about to go to bed. Thanks, Kelly Cal. I'm so happy to be home. I know that I broke down in my last live video, but I didn't think my kids missed me that much when I was gone. Like, when they would come to the hospital and be like, what's up, Mom? How are you? And they'd sit there and be on their phones or tablets. And I'm like, you come to visit me and you don't even talk to me. You can't get it. And my 12-year-old, I couldn't get the freaking phone out. I'm stuck in a bed. So this is her dream where I can't come over and just take it out of her hand. So I have to look at Dad and go, please go over and take that out of her hand. He's like, well, what do you want her to do? Hospitals are boring. True. I was like, true. But when I came home, they both just sobbed on each side, and then I sobbed. And it like I was still feeling the feelings on Monday. So, hello, Elvis. Thank you for saying I have a news reporter voice. I don't think I do. I used to long time ago did the news. Um, didn't work out. It was I was actually a reporter for a radio station, and it was a news radio station in Chester County, PA. It was a little small AM station. Hey, you got to start somewhere. Um, I worked there, but I was young and I was extremely immature at that time of my life. I was more caring about partying and having fun than actually nailing down what the hell I wanted to do, which I'm kind of glad I went through that selfish phase because I have no interest to even go back to like the party lifestyle. Like, don't get me wrong. I love me a good party and I can party like the best of them. And next Saturday, we are having a block party. We've never had a block party here. You will see, and you will see where I live. I don't care. Um, our houses, we live in townhomes in New Jersey, way overpriced, way overpriced. But we love it here, especially for the kids growing up. It's a great area to raise your kids. I think about how I was raised and me in grade school and what I knew at sixth and seventh grade. And I know for a fact that at least I think I do because I really try to keep up with my daughter, my 12-year-old. And like, I try to, I have been on top of her since December. She was diagnosed with diabetes type 1 in December. And ever since then, I really haven't given her a chance to breathe. I couldn't. Once she was diagnosed, her her grades plummeted beyond like a unconscious. I was like, what the hell happened? What happened? And we got her a tutor, cost us like $100 a week, but it was worth it. She was the best thing that ever happened to her. And our tutor has showed us that, she needs to be taken care of in school, not just by the nurse and the diabetes, but she also has ADHD and anxiety. Hello, so do I. So I wasn't diagnosed till like the beginning of this year. Like, they're like, you do know you have it, right? I'm like, pretty sure. Yes, I do. As hence when I first started this, because I was so nervous about it. Like Mel, if you're are you still here, Mel? Do you remember when I first started and I would talk so fast? I'm now so much more relaxed now. It doesn't bother me as much. I'm not hugely self-conscious. Um, I swear, 44 has been a turning age for me, and it has made me not give up about what's going on. Um, I just don't care what people think anymore. I'm going to be me and screw anybody else who doesn't like me. If you don't like me, you don't have to like me. Because I was that person who needed everybody to like them. I was that person my whole life. I was that person in grade school, high school, college, out of college. I would say it was a slow progression from 40 to now where I just went, I don't care anymore. I don't have it in me with all these 6 autoimmune diseases that I'm holding on to. I don't have enough for self consciousness anymore. I really don't. Let me just say hi. I'm sorry if I'm not getting just Teresa. Hi, nice meeting you. Welcome. I hope you come and you stay. My channel is going to be so much better than just being in 4 walls at a hospital and stuck in a bed. Whew. I was literally going stir crazy. See, saying that literally again. Damn it. Um, So, how is everybody else doing on this rain? Well, it might not be rainy where you are, but it has been raining every single day here this week, and it's annoying. And our basement is getting like this close to getting flooded, but we heard this horrible storm that went past, and thankfully it was further away, but my dog didn't realize that. Um, but that cell seriously drowned, it ruined a lot of people's places. And it was really bad. So we lucked out that it skirted right underneath us, or we would have been screwed, completely screwed. Our basement floods, we had once, oh, when I was, oh God, this was a while ago. Um, my best friend's sister was getting married, finally. I don't say finally. It took her a while to find the man of her dreams, and she found the right guy for her. I love her husband. Her name's Pam. His name's Gary. And we went. Jill invited me to. Jill invited me to her bachelorette party. I said, sure. Now, mind you, there was an old friend of mine that her and I didn't get along anymore. And it had been at least 7 years, 8 years that we didn't talk. And it was utterly awkward at first, beyond awkward, until we started just, hi, how are you? Have a drink. Oh my God, you're so much different now. Have a drink. And then we're hugging each other by the end of the night. That's the best thing. Like, I find that everyone who I either pissed off, I think, in life or did wrong, I'm hoping I've done now that I'm more of an adult. Can't hear anything. Oh, no problem, Mel. I'm like, oh, I thought it was me that you couldn't hear anything. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, now what's wrong with my damn computer? Good News TV. Hello, how are you? Welcome. I'm just so happy to see people in here and coming in. And you're, please, network away if you want to network. Do not self-promote. That's all I ask, you know. But if you're, I mean, we got some great channels on here. I mean, Mel. Is Jenny still in here? Because she had just Whiskey Gypsy. I said, one another laugh, go to Mel too. I was laughing out loud while I was in the hospital for sure. Hey, I just want to thank my moderators for being such awesome moderators. Yes, Jenny Hart. I love Mel. She kept me going. And I love the fact that I'm here and I can play some Dave Matthews in the background because I don't have to worry about Dave Matthews Band because they don't care whether you use their music for stuff. Well, I'm sure if it was like a motion picture, yeah, you had to. But people used to, when I was back in the day and I used to follow Dave Matthews Band, people used to take these amazing, and you'd have to buy an extra seat just to take one of these to make bootleg CDs. They didn't care. Oh my God, you would used to see the bootleg like things all over the place in the 90s. They don't have to do it anymore now. But oh my God, you all know what a crazy fan I am of Dave Matthews. And my kids are really annoyed because now, you know, people associate the Dave Matthews Band with summer. Of course we do. And now Sirius XM does as well. So every summer they bring back the D&B channel, and I love it. My phone's ringing. I'm afraid it's my mom. No. You know what? Hold on, guys. I just got to make sure it's not my doctor. I'll be right there. Just spam. That's why I want to get rid of my landline, which we are sooner than later. Sorry about that. I'm like checking to see if the phone is. My dad had a procedure yesterday, So they went home, they went to sleep. So I haven't really talked to them yet, but he did really well. So that's all. Yes, please check out Carla. Carla's the best. I love Carla. I don't say that enough. I love you, Carla. But does anybody else have dogs that cry at rain? Like just rain. Doesn't have to be thunder. My dog cries at rain. She will go and she will if the, I'm wondering if it hurts her. Now she apparently was a stray. My dog's name. Okay. I had my dog. We got our dog in 2000. It's what 2019. So okay, we got her about the early to 2015. We got her in 2015. So late 2015. And her name was Gypsy. And I'm like, we love the name Gypsy. We're like, well, obviously Whiskey Gypsy, but all right, we like Gypsy. I'm like, well, let's add to it. So, I'm thinking Stevie Nicks, Gypsy Rose. Now, when you say Gypsy Rose, now it means something completely else. And now I'm like, my dog is not named after that poor girl who's incarcerated from her mother. Is Elvis still in the building? You still in the building, Elvis? Good morning, Dana, a little bit. How are you today? I wish it was a better morning here and there was sunshine and I wasn't. Yes, so I'm going to at least soon get a port. That sounds ridiculous that I'm excited for it, but then I don't need to get stabbed 6, 7 times anymore. I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. Oh, Poodle Lover, good morning. I know. I saw you in Linda's house today. Was going in there and I'm like, I have everybody in here. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to pop out and do my own thing this morning. And then my kids are in school for a half a day today. And then the kids are in school for a half a day tomorrow. And I'm allowing my daughter to finally go into town in Lawrenceville with her friends to go pick up pizza and get some coffee. And I'm like, it's first time. I'm like, you better not disappoint me. This won't happen again. See, I was a sneak. My mom was so strict. My mom was stricter than any friend's mom I had. Not one. Well, no, her mom allowed her to do more stuff than my mom did. So, yeah. Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry if I haven't seen you yet. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for coming. And like I said, pretty soon, I had this before. Now, let me tell you, these have some good questions in it. Here, let's just do a random trial of this. But see, these would be a lot of fun and play in person as well. See this one. Okay. I'll do this for you. All right. So I'm going to do this with you. I have to describe this thing from the 90s without using certain words. And I don't know if I can tell you the words I can't say. No, because that'll give it away. What an idiot. All right, so I'm going to use a couple of things. I'm sure these were all nationwide. All right, so these were very popular in the 1990s. One word I wanted to use, it's there. I'm like, damn it. People grabbed multiple bears like these. There was also different rodents and non-rodents. So this was Beanie Babies. I wanted it to be like animals collect. I'm like, I can't say any of those things. I'm like, that one was hard. I was reading a lot of these myself just the other day because I was just going through this. Now, this is something that I watched even in college because this made me laugh. What was the name of the brain sidekick in the cartoon originally aired as the segment on Animaniacs? Go. But you can't go and look it up and bring it back. Anybody have any idea? Everybody remember any big? Believe it or not, you're right. It is Pinky. I thought it was Binky. I always thought it was Binky. I'm like, no, it's Pinky. No, it's Pinky. Pinky in the brain. You are right. Loved Animaniacs. And they're the kind of like there's some like tricky ones in here. It's like the ones, okay. What links these clues together? Okay, this is one. I'm going to give you 3 words, and then you can say what maybe in the 90s, you got to remember it's in the 90s, it's not now, like what these 3 words have in common or link them together. The word is grunge, Supersonics, I didn't know that, and Starbucks. Grunge and Starbucks should just give you that, because the Supersonics, that's what threw me off. But it turned out being, I didn't get it. That Angela Critter's got it. Damn it. Yep, you got it. See, if you just, I like the Supersonics. That's a team? Yes. Isn't that oh, I'm terrible. Is that basketball? I'm awful. But, when it comes to football, oh no, I am die hard. I am a die hard Eagles fan. My kids make fun of me because I yell at the television. And that's okay. I love American football. Sorry, not football that you would have in New York and probably everybody else in the world. American football. The Philadelphia Eagles, of course, die hard. When I was younger, my friend Dawn and I, we used to go down there. Oh my God, we would start tailgating sometimes at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Kid you not. And we'd be like, oh my God, it's 7 a.m. and we're drinking. We were insane. We really were. I look back, I'm like, I can't have to. Colorado Crime Con, how are you? Welcome. So good to see you. Remy D, I didn't even see you come in. Angela, I know I didn't sit to say hi to you, but you still got Seattle. Thank you so much. I know I'm like not keeping track of the chat so well. When you're talking and reading, it's really hard to do. That is one thing I'm acknowledging. I find it a little bit hard to keep up with the chat. But I'm just looking forward to the summer because we have a lot of fun things that we're going to do. And for people who don't know much of America, or even maybe this part of America, we're going to be doing a lot of outdoor stuff, a lot of different kind of summer fun activities. I'm going to make them into it. I'm still going to have my chat. I'm still going to do this, of course, although I'm going to have children. Mom. So as long as you can deal with that, this should work out just fine. Although my live time was going to have to be pushed back for sure, because I'm going to be sitting at a pool from 9 o'clock to 12, no, 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. I mean, I guess there's some worse things I could be doing than sitting at a pool. And I thought that, but the back, that's the one thing. But see, as long as I wear these things, my feet, it doesn't hurt as much. Hey, I could lift my leg up that high. But these shoes, everyone's like, you have a bad back and you wear those? I'm like, you have no idea how much that this absorbs the pressure on my heel. And that is, I can remember, I was real big into the real world and road rules back in the day. And I know I look like I'm not comfortable. And you know what? I'm not comfortable because my back is just irritating me with this rain. And I took muscle relaxers and it's not working. And see, the rain just kills me. And maybe you guys can help me. Do you think it's a good idea for tomorrow? My kids, I have to pick up my daughter and her friend from school. So our neighbors and us have a little system. They take, I take, they take, and they're like the best people in the world. Thank God. Because when I was in the hospital, like they're like, no worries, we got everything. I'm like, really? They're like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. And their daughter is just the smallest, tiniest, cutest little thing in the world. She's compared to my daughter. My daughter looks like she's 3 years older than her friend. Now she's less than a year, but the difference in the two of them is crazy. Alexa, my youngest, is 1000% like me. My oldest, Grace, she's a bit of my sister, and I think a bit of Jason's sister. And the stubbornness is not for me. She is stubborn. Thanks, Carla. You're doing. Thank you. Thank you. Um, but then next Thursday is the concert. Then Saturday is the block party. And then it's the 4th of July. And then we're going to the beach that day. I'm supposed to make it down to my friends too. And I don't know if that's going to happen. And I told them they were come. See, that's my problem. I still want to live like I can do everything all hours of the day. And I can't. No, not at all, Carla. She can do that. Absolutely. No, I have no problem. No, and honestly, if somebody has a page and you want to post up their links, please do so. So, yes, reporting live from my sofa. He is one of my favorites. He is absolutely one of my favorites. Alwyn Reese, who is also one of my moderators, and she's an amazing moderator. Her and I are on there together, and we're like, and then there's also uh, Linda K. Listening. The three of us are like in sync. We're normally so good at the moderating. I like being a moderator. I'm a moderator on quite a few channels, but sometimes I do like going into chats and just listening, because sometimes that's all I can do. Please hold. Yes, please hold. He still does it. Oh my God. Please hold. And he always does that when he's reading. And I actually did that earlier. But I'm looking forward to bringing fun content and maybe content you want to see. I mean, let's face it. I live near the beach. I live near the Poconos. I live near New York. I live near Philly. I got everything I need. So we could take you everywhere you want to go. Thank you. Much appreciated. Absolutely, Jenny. Promote. Thanks, Mel. All I ask is do not self-promote. That's all I say. Do not self-promote. But I'm not like some YouTubers who only want you to talk about what you're talking about. Don't have a cup of tea, but is that Jenilyn? Jenilyn? Am I saying your name right or am I butchering it? Hello, welcome. How are you? Don't worry if you make a mistake. Well, we normally can pick it up and understand who everybody is. So, yeah, I'm excited. I just don't know how to do trivia like over the internet. Was what I do. How somebody give me some hints. Like I said, I'm new to this. I've only been around like maybe 2.5, 3 months, but I've been watching a lot of people before I started doing this. A lot of people do true crime, and I'm not really a true crime person because some of the details I don't want to know. Like the one with this Michaela, I think her name was. I love Crime and Coffee. Um, but some of the details that comes out of this stuff is just I can't as a parent, like it's so hard to listen to. And I'm sure Crime and Coffee feels the same way. I just I I always like, maybe I should have been a detective. And I'm like, nah, nah, I'm not a gore person, not a blood person. I don't think that would have worked out well for me. My best friend's husband was a detective. He was an amazing detective. Funny story. I can tell you his funny stories. Um, so when he first started out, he used to be a PI, right? So like any good, I guess, PI at that time, he used to have darkened out windows so no one could see him. So if he was ever on like a stakeout or whatever, he'd lead his car back and he would lay there. So he's laying in the car to stake out. All of a sudden, some guy comes in trying to break into his car as he's laying in there. And he's like, he sat there for a while. He's like, are you freaking kidding me? This guy is trying to break into my car and I'm laying right here. So he rolls down the window. He says, oh, about yay bit. Let's just say there was some curses, but basically what he said is, uh, I wouldn't try to steal a car with the person in it. And you could add your adjectives that he actually used. Now, this is Mary O. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? How is, I'm just, if I've forgotten you, I'm sorry. I know that you're here. I appreciate, I see the numbers. I am looking at this every day. Um, is it Jenny Lynn or is it Jenny Lynn? I just want to make sure I'm not butchering your name. Winky Whispers, hi, how are you? I'm so glad to see everybody. I didn't expect to go this long, but I got nothing else to do right now. Oh, Mary O, I was in your neighborhood yesterday. Did you get my text? But I know that you're down at work at that time. I was over at my doctor getting my infusion. So, yeah, my friend, he was an awesome detective. Unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 42. Uh, Massive heart attack during a marathon. And I'm really surprised I can get through this anymore without tears. I haven't been able to do that for a while because passed away a week after the day I turned 40. And I had just seen him. And he gave me a bottle of wine. He gave me a bottle of wine for my birthday that he made. And he was a pain in the ass. Oh, he was the biggest pain in my ass in my life. I never had a brother. He was that jerk brother that I had who wouldn't leave me alone. But he was the type of guy, if he didn't tease you, then he didn't like you. And if he didn't talk to you, he really didn't like you. So his father's still alive. And he's like, haven't you figured out us Cornishes yet? If we don't like you, we don't talk. If we pick on you, we love you. I'm like, oh, thanks. Kevin was not one to be like, oh, I love you. Not at all. But he was a good man. He has a good daughter. And my best friend is moving on in the right direction. And I'm so happy. I mean, that really took up a lot of my time. I had to make sure she was okay. My best friend doesn't have sisters. She doesn't have much family. Kevin had a sister, but she lives really far away. And I don't know if her and Tina had a real close relationship or not. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I've seen her every now and then. Haven't seen her since the funeral. Um, but that was a really devastating blow that I took. And it was really hard because it wasn't my devastating blow to take. It was my friend's. And I needed to be there for her. And that's pretty much what I was doing for the past 3 years until she finally found the right guy. It took them a while to realize that they were right for each other, but now I never see her. But now that she's a teacher, so she'll be home now more often. So, and you'll definitely see us over there a lot because we normally live there a lot in the summertime. I used to stay at her house anywhere from between 2 to 3 weeks in the summertime because her and her daughter would go away And for the longest time, especially the first year, I'm like, go, go wherever you want to go. I got the dog, do whatever you want. And I would go, I think I stayed like a month and a half the first month because they went to Florida, they went here, they went there. And I think that that's just, they needed to get away. And they did that for a couple of years. And now this year she's like, I don't need you. I'm like, oh, you're there for somebody all of a sudden. They don't need you anymore. I'm like, that must be what it feels like when your kids don't want you anymore either. Well, I'm already noticing that from my 12-year-old. Let me see what's going on here. Check out Whiskey Whispers. Yes, please do. Good morning, Poodle Lover says. Mel, Poodle Lover, Carla. I'm just glad you all are here. Mario, I'm glad you're here too. I'm just, I'm grateful for having this because it's given me a reason to get up, get dressed, make my hair look at least presentable, make my face look at least presentable, so I don't look like a slob who doesn't give a shit. And basically, that's how I looked and how I felt all the time. It was hard. When you're by yourself and lonely, and I can't exercise the way I want to. I would love to exercise more. And now with my new diagnosis, I mean, thankfully the weight's coming off itself right now, but it's only because the way I have to eat. I can only eat like maybe a handful of stuff like this, and now I'm right now limited to a lot. But when we go to, I didn't even take a sip of this. When I do go to the New Kids on the Block concert or the mixtape tour, because the New Kids is not the one I'm the most excited about. I think I'm most excited about Salt and Pepper, and I'm excited for Tiffany. I'm excited for Tiffany, and Debbie Gibson, and I'm so excited for Naughty by Nature. But then, like, New Kids is at the bottom. But I will say this about New Kids on the Block: they are good performers, so that will make up for the cheesy songs. I mean, I still know all the words to old 80s stuff. I was looking through YouTube and there was this song called My 80s Baby. I'm like, could this be more cheese or not? I'm like, this is cheese whiz. It's awful, but it's hilarious at the same time. I realized that they made these songs just for this tour. And I know I'm going to enjoy every minute, and you're probably going to hear me screaming and excited over them. That's how it was when I first went to Bon Jovi. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to Bon Jovi, really, really. And that was in the early 2000s when I worked for a radio station, and I got 4 tickets for free. And then somebody said, look, came up to us, look, I've got floor seats and they're up close, but I don't like floor. I like being up higher. Somebody, I guess, thought maybe I might have had better seats up above because I work for a radio station. Yeah. I said, sure. So we all switched with this guy. We all got floor seats. Well, we wound up in the second row. I was like, now I get kind of why girls throw their bras at him or something. He's beautiful. Oh my God. And I went nuts. And I've been a Bon Jovi fan ever since. And I would have never thought that would have happened. But John Bon Jovi's hot. And he just lives like literally an hour away from me. But I don't know. I don't know where to go in Red Bank to find him. And he's probably not even there. I gotta go into fangirl. If I was like, I know I've met some of the guys, but from the Dave Matthews Band. But I think if I met them again, I'd still be speechless. I'm even stuttering over my words just thinking about it because I always found Dave to be slightly intimidating. I don't know why. I know why, but it's crazy. Anna Nelson, hello. How are you doing today? Emma Abbey, is that Emma Abbey? Reborns, welcome. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm not trying to butcher anybody's name. Thank you so much for all coming in and checking it out. Ugh, my back's about to go. You're almost done soon. But does do you guys like the idea of trivia, or is trivia? Do you really not care to sit through trivia on YouTube? I thumbs up if you like them, like you, through the chat, or thumbs down if it wouldn't be something that you're interested in. I just want to see what people are interested in. And I do want to touch on the story that I've been covering for the past 2 days. And I'm normally not, like I said, the true crime person, but that was just too good of a story to not let, they're not really touching on it on world news. They did the first night, but they're not. But the local news here has a lot of good information. So I figured I would share that information with everybody. And now that they have seized over $1 billion worth of cocaine. Oh, good. Everybody's likes it. If you don't like it, just I don't mind. You could put a thumbs down. A thumb. I'm not going to get offended if someone says I don't like something. It's not going to bother me. Everybody's different at stuff. Oh, thanks, Jenny Hart. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Anna, thank you. Mel, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Carla, thank you. Well, then I'll do that then. I'm going to figure out like a night of just fun, talk, whatever. I want to do what you guys want to do. Like, and I got to figure out if I'm doing the right things for you guys. I mean, if I'm not, I will notice that there will be nobody in the chat. I mean, I'm still quite a small channel in the grand schemes. Honestly, I don't consider myself yet to be a YouTuber. I'll consider myself to be a YouTuber once I'm not gonna even say once I'm monetized. Once I hit 1,000, I'm gonna feel really happy about that. And then it'll be a little bit different. I'm gonna really try to make it more of a scheduled thing than just a whole willy-nilly deal like this. But you just never know when you're going to find people like on different times of the day. And I think once I went live at night, and so many people do, they go live after dinner. And there's no way I can compete with some of them. So I'm like, I'm not going to go in there because I can't compete with them. Like Molly Golightly, I can't compete with her. She's got like an enormous fan base. I love her, and I would want to watch her. I want to watch her. I've actually started following pretty much everybody that, I wasn't even someone that I'm like, I'm not that fine with them, but I'm going to start following them just to get information, just to see what people are doing. I enjoy watching people's lives. I can't always stay in because of the kids and life, but I try to let everyone, I can't stay. I'm here. I'm popping in. I'm popping out. I'm not an Please, I want to definitely say something. If you ever think that I'm ignoring you, I'm not. I am extremely forgetful, and I'm trying to keep on these. And my eyes are getting worse with this disease, and that is what happens. So I necessarily can't read the small print. But when I have it on a phone, it should be a little bit easier. That's what I'm looking forward to, because like my phone is not here. My remote. I don't know what I did with my phone. So I'm just excited to bring all this for you. I mean, just to have fun, have an outlet like this. Now, I will not be shocked if my one friend laughs her ass off at me and goes, I knew it. I knew, because I said I have a surprise for you guys on Wednesday. They have no idea I'm going to be recording. Well, they got to get used to it because I'm going to be, and they're going to be on YouTube whether they like it or not. So, and we have a box too. I got spoiled, so spoiled working at a country radio station and a pop radio station, because there would be certain shows that we would have to take clients or stuff to. And that was the one thing about being in radio or any kind of media, and especially when you're in sales and advertising. I mean, it wasn't all. Sometimes I went to work at like 7:30 in the morning, and I never came home till 2 o'clock in the morning. Later, I've had. There was one time, ooh, it was the first soccer match that was being played at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. My client was a awesome Irish bar, awesome Irish bar, and they were newer. And we did this bus that you could go and get free drinks at Kildare's. Kildare's, I said it, Kildare's Pub. Um, and then go from there down to the arena, back and back. Way too much alcohol that day. Way too much alcohol. But they encouraged that. Like if your client drinks, don't not drink, and then you're going to make them feel bad. Like our job was do what your clients do, so they don't feel awkward for doing it. So we did. And being young and dumb, like I was, that and if, free alcohol, and that's what pretty much everything was. It was free. Yes, exactly. Please. Thankfully, nothing like that. Oh, Duty Rod, is he here? Hi, Duty Rod. Yes, he is. Hello. I thought you meant people were going to come after me with the police because we drank way too much. Yeah, we did that night. Good to see you, Duty Ron. Are you home yet from your trip? I haven't been on too much things. Hi, Duty Ron. I think I told you that my daughter's police officer, well, as of tomorrow, it will not be my daughter's school. Thank God. They have a cop there, and he looks exactly like, he looks very similar. I'm not going to say exactly, but very similar. I went, like, it made me sit back, like, oh my God, that looks like Duty Ron. And I showed my daughter. She's like, oh my God, Mom, Officer Matt does really look like Duty Ron. So you have a doppelganger who was also a police officer around in this area of New Jersey. I know. Please forgive me if I tell you things, and I tell you things maybe 2 or 3 times, because medication has totally ruined my head, and I'm not on narcotics anymore and do anything like that. But with pain and definitely medication, my memory is not what it was. I was so mad because my husband was just being in a goofy mood last night and played some old hip hop. Well, I wouldn't call "I'm Gonna Knock You Out" that long ago, but I used to know every word to that song, and I'm like, he played it, and I'm like, there were still some verses I knew. I didn't know anything. I'm like, damn, I used to know every word to that. And you all know what a huge DMB fan I am, Dave Matthews Band. There'll be songs from like years back that they haven't played just because they weren't that great of songs. And if I hear them again, I'm like, I don't even remember the words. Medication sucks. Don't do it. It'll ruin your brain. It will rot your brain. See what it's done to me? It's rotted my brain. But yes, I am really looking forward to doing like stuff like this. And if everybody else is interested in it, that's great. I'm excited. You know, the reason, and I've said this before, I started this to show you that you can push past pain and still do stuff. I can tell you right now, I'm hurting pretty bad, but I love this. I love coming in here. I love coming to do this. It's just something I really enjoy, and I actually treat it like a job. You know, if I'm not on here and I haven't been here, I'm like, I got to get on there. I got to do something. So that's why I'm like, at least as soon as I hit 1,000 at least, but I'm going to start thinking of a way, but kind of doing some kind of a daily schedule. And then, you know, I might do some pop-ups here and there during different times just to say hi to people who maybe I normally don't see at this time. And I just might do that today too. I don't know. Sometimes I say I might go live, and then when I have the kids, I have this, I have that, I'm like, At that point, I get exhausted. but it's all in fun. I'm one thing I've learned about myself, and I think this is the best way to be in life, is do not take yourself too seriously. Do not take life too seriously, because if you take it too seriously, you will never enjoy it. You got to be serious when serious times are around, of course. But if you take yourself, like, that's why I'm like, people want to talk about me, talk about me. There's nothing that I'm afraid to tell or share of my past. There's some things that I'd rather not, but if it came up, I wouldn't be embarrassed. I wouldn't be embarrassed. I've lived, I've learned. I'd like to think I'm a really good mom now. you know, Let me see, Sarah. Nebo? Hi, welcome. I hope I'm not butchering that again. Tech Worldwide, hello, how are you? I just want to say hello to everybody. I don't, like I said, I'm not, if you think that I am ignoring you, I'm not. It's just, I'm trying to keep up. My eyes are not that good. I got to get better glasses. Ooh, I just heard my phone. Found it. See? I found it. Just making sure I'm not hearing anything else. Okay. My friend's in the process of moving, and they're moving and closing on the same day. I said, "Oh my gosh!" I said, "We moved and closed on both houses on the same day." She's like, "That's too much." It worked for us. We had movers. I mean, there was no way in hell we were going to get everything out of our condo that we owned and into this home. And honestly, I never thought we'd still be here at this time in our life. I thought maybe we would have upgraded, but then again, that was before I was diagnosed with anything, and it's the way it's been. I'm just so glad that you'll all come in, share each other, talk to each other. Just all I ask, I have just one simple rule: please don't self-promote. That's all, because that's kind of obnoxious, just slightly obnoxious, just to come in, follow me, follow me. All you have to do is tell one of my moderators, and my moderators will absolutely put you up there and will promote your channel. I have no problems with that at all. So, that's my only rule. I mean, that I don't think that's a horrible rule. I think everybody pretty much has that rule, not to self-promote, and I think you're not allowed to. God knows, I've been getting X'd here and X. I haven't, not X'd, but they have been on me, YouTube, for a lot, because they think I'm spamming, and I'm not spamming. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm doing everything the legitimate way. And they gave me my first copyright, not a strike, but whatever, the notice. And it was an absolute accident. It was for a thing I put out for Whiskey Gypsy. I put Gypsy Rose in that from Stevie Nicks, and I didn't realize that when you were 300, see, right back then I was like teeter-tottering, like between 300 or 400, and when I was around then, I didn't think they cared about you until you hit 500, and that was like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden they came out, and then they're like, you have a strike. First, and it was for something I had no idea what they talked about, and I emailed them back. I said, could you clear this up for me, because I have no idea what I did wrong. I said, I know what I did wrong in the past one. I said, but what else did I do? And they came back and said, we're sorry, that was an accident. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. So if you get something from them and they're accusing you, and you know that you didn't do it, definitely email them back and be like, I have no idea what this is about. And thankfully, they came back to me pretty fast and were like, whoops, we're sorry, our mistake. I mean, YouTube's been a little different. I mean, I started at the wrong time, because all these different rules tend to keep changing and changing. I'm just trying to keep up with it. That's all. Well, I know I've taken up a lot of your time. Hi, Elvis. How are you? Oh, Kaylee Roberts. See, just when you want to leave, you have a reason not to. Matt Sully, how are you doing? There's some names in here I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you all. I'm really happy to see you. Glad to have you. As I said, I'm looking to have a fun-filled summer. Pain, no pain. I hope it's fun-filled. And I hope you like my channel. And if it's not for you, I totally understand. I'm not for everybody. Trust me. Some people might find me extremely annoying. That's okay. I'm cool with that. what can't what can I take anymore? The rain. The rain. Didn't you notice I had an umbrella in my hand? It's the rain. And it's killing me. It hurts my back beyond belief, and it shouldn't be hurting me this much. So I think I'm going to wrap it up now because I've been sitting in one spot and I need to get up and stretch. And I need to start getting moving because the kids have what they call a half a day. I call it 3/4 of a day because they let them out at like 1:40. That's no freaking half a day. That's an hour something earlier. That's not a half a day. So yeah, I got to get ready to pick them up and pull some stuff out for dinner, do the regular mom prep that moms have to do. I'm really glad that you all came in. And Elvis, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you came. I'm glad everybody came. Judy Vaughn, Mel, Carla Marie, you are the best moderator. Linky Whispers, thanks everybody for coming in. I wish I could say everybody's name, but I don't remember. That's like I said, my brain's horrible. Kaylee, so good to see you. I hope everything's working out a little bit better for you. I know that you've been going through some rough times. Are you doing better? I'm really hoping you're doing better. But everybody who is on this chat has great content on their channel. Check them out. It's going to be up for later. What you got to do if you want to grow your channel is you just got to network. Sometimes you got to sub 15 people or, watch 15 different videos and sub to others to help you network. And it pays off. It does pay off. I mean, I've been in sales and advertising, so I kind of know how to network. That was my life for a very long time. So thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. I might go live for a little bit later, depending on if the kids aren't driving me crazy because they don't have swimming today or tomorrow. Yay. Although they haven't had it all week due to these stupid ass storms that we're having. Ugh. I'm so sick of the rain. All right. Jenny Hart. Oh, hello. Inspire me with Maram. Did I say that right? Inspire me with Maram. I would think that's right. I'm just reading some comments now. I haven't really been able to read too much. And if I missed a comment and someone's trying to flag me down, just like throw like a ton of like emojis up and that'll get my attention if you like really need to get a hold of me. Because when I just see a bunch of words, it kind of seems a little blurry. I know I got to get my eyes checked. Now I'm starting to sound like my husband. He's been bugging me about that. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. Oh, let me just say how Kaylee's doing. I'm doing okay. Oh, I'm so happy, Kaylee. I'm sorry that you're going through this, but these days, I'm telling you, it's hard to stay afloat. It really is when they are just charging you for. I mean, it turns out, we're finally getting rid of FiOS, but then you have to pay subscriptions, and that's kind of what we're going to do. Is because we just want to keep everything down. Because we have subscriptions and FiOS right now, but I need my subscriptions. And also next week, I don't know if anybody is a Big Brother fan. Big Brother starts. That I'm really excited about. Big Brother, the American version. Sorry, y'all. I'm sure you can catch a ton of it on YouTube if you are Big Brother fans. I am a huge Big Brother fan, and I will be just doing some highlights on it. I'm not going to be doing a channel. Like there are people who dedicate their channel to like Big Brother. I love Big Brother, but I like life. So it's just a part of my life. So if anybody's interested in Big Brother, I will touch on that as well. And I will touch on big stories like this huge cocaine bust that we've had here in Philly, where they actually think there's 30 more tons. There could be 30 more tons of cocaine on this cargo ship from South America. I mean, it's already at 17 tons, and at 17 tons, it's the fourth largest. And if there's more, I can't even wrap my head around 7 tractor trailers filled of powder, just powder. Like, think of how much powder that is. That's a lot of damn snow, right? Blow. Crazy story, real quick, before I end. Speaking of cocaine, this is probably what the hell's wrong with me anyway. When I was younger, we had the greatest, oh my God, we had the greatest dentist in the world in Philadelphia. His name was Dr. Larry Lavin. Some of you might know that name, some of you might not. He was known as Dr. Snow. Yes, he was the doctor who mostly was a drug dealer and was just the doctor so nobody would look twice at him. And I'm telling you, I loved him. He used to do magic tricks. Talk about a con man. He had us all conned. And then we found out that most of the people in the office that we went to who worked there were behind it too. That was like insane for us. So, I mean, our doctor, all of a sudden, our dentist was gone and on world news and had fled the country. I'm like, no, probably wonder. He probably used that stuff in us. That's probably why I can't remember anything. All right, with that being said, thank you all for coming in, spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. And I might just do like a small live later. Why not? Maybe do some trivia. I don't know. Maybe I can come up with something fun. Okay, I'm going to go. Thank you all. And yeah, my back's screaming at me. So I really got to go. So thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. I should always do this with my feet up. It's always better than just sitting straight like this.